Hello and welcome to this version of Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle. Today I wanted to talk about a few things. First, one measure of fitness is called a VO2 max, which is an estimate of how much oxygen you're able to utilize during exercise, and the higher the number, the more fit you are. You can calculate this by taking your predicted maximal heart rate, which, let's say you're 70 years old, would be 220 minus 70 or 150. Then divide that by your resting heart rate. You can calculate this when you've been resting for a significant length of time, 10-15 minutes, take your pulse, see what it is. Or if you have a heart rate monitor, Fitbit, etc., smartwatch, that'll tell you what it is. So your predicted maximal heart rate divided by your resting heart rate times 15. If you're 70 years old, that might come out to about 38 or so. I don't know how big that. If your resting heart rate is 60, so maximal heart rate 150 divided by 60 times 15 comes out about 38 or so. Any number above 35 is pretty good. You can also get a measurement on some treadmills like this one. Will have a fit test, which puts you through about a 5-minute workout, and based on your change in heart rate and your recovery will give you an estimate of your VO2 max. You can improve your VO2 max by engaging in fitness activities, particularly those that put an additional stress on your circulatory system, that is exercising at a higher level of intensity for fairly short length of time. Most of the studies have shown exercising somewhere between 1 and 4 minutes intervals at near your maximal heart rate, and then a period of rest. So these high intensity intervals for 15-20 minutes a session can improve that. The reason to try and improve your VO2 max is it improves your overall fitness and allows you to participate in activities with more energy and engage in things that you might want to do, but sometimes as we're seniors we feel we're too tired or too old to hike a big mountain or engage in a quick 5K or 10K run, something like that. So improving your VO2 max can help with that. So again, the equipment I'm going to use today is perfect push-up hands. You can use a dumbbell instead, or if you have the flexibility in your wrist, just flat wrist. Medicine ball, if you have one available, is like 15 pounds, not too heavy. This rollout, I like to use that to help me warm up to do squats. And a kettlebell, a couple dumbbells, mat on the floor, and I'm going to use a band for a couple exercises. I'm going to warm up, use this ab roller. You can just use your hands against the wall, slide up and down, and work on my squat position, my feet somewhat close to the wall. Put it up high and try and squat down. Just starting off with partial squats, get warmed up. Ideally, you want to get your feet as close to the wall as possible and maintain form. Over time, you'll get more flexible in your hips, knees, ankles, and again, if you can get right up against the wall, that'll be your ideal squat position. Do a few more. To continue to rehab my shoulders, some exercises here. Put your back flat against the wall. Try and keep your gaze horizontal. Try and push your head back to the wall. Avoid lifting your chin. I need to improve flexibility there. Keep your arms up. If that's too much, you can do them at an angle. Just isometrically push against the wall for a few seconds and relax. And this is trying to strengthen the muscles in your upper back that stabilize the scapular shoulder blade. Check range of motion. Again, a little bit better on the left and the right. Ideally, I should be able to get both arms to touch the wall. Work in progress. Continuing to warm up, I'm going to do a squat with a shin slap. This is like martial arts. You can do your knees out, feet out a bit wider than shoulder. Sumo type squat, come up, lift the leg, slap the shin. Requires a bit of balance, flexibility. And one on each side. That's good. Grab a weight or kettlebell. Do some deadlifts. So hinge at your hips. Let the weight drop towards the floor. Try and keep your back in neutral. And lift up. Do about 5 more. And take the same weight, lean against the support, and we'll do a row. Again, keep your back neutral, squeeze at the top. Three, 2, 1. Switch sides. You can do the same exercises without leaning against something. Just hinge at the hips, your feet apart and offset. You can rest a hand on a knee or let it hang loose. This requires a little more engagement of your core muscles to prevent you from rotating. In this version, I try hard to keep my shoulders and hips parallel to the floor. And you can switch sides. Three, 2, 1. Then let's do an action interval. kettlebell swing. You can substitute a dumbbell for this. One progression is to lift the foot as you come up, essentially like a march. Do about 5 more. Take a break, get a drink of water, and come right back. A lot of exercises you can do with a medicine ball. You can do a slam, where you pick it up, slam it down to the floor. You can throw the ball against the wall, or just do rotations with it. One I like is the overhead toss. Make sure you have a sturdy wall behind you, that when the ball falls to the ground, that it doesn't bounce and hit you. So it's nice to have one that doesn't bounce at all, or it's not going to hit anybody else in the location. So, like a kettlebell swing, you start by swinging the ball, but instead of stopping at about that level, you let it go overhead, hit the wall. It's pretty high intensity. You don't want to do too many repetitions, maybe about 5. All right, grab a weight. We'll do a Romanian deadlift, otherwise known as straight leg. A little bit of bend in your knees, hinge forward. Weight comes down to about mid-calf, and then stand up. This is a very good exercise for your posterior chain muscles, like your hamstrings, your glutes, and your back. About 5 more. And just to get a mat to protect my knees. The band, somewhat high. This will be a kneeling wood chop. So we go from high to low. You can offset the knees. Get a little more rotation in the trunk. And turn around on the other side. Another exercise with the bands, we can call it tail-off press, which, so get into a semi-squat and just push. The bands are like a 90-degree angle from my chest. And this helps to prevent rotation, which is a function of the core. You can offset your legs like in a lunge position. Continue. The variation I like to do is actually lunge pulse with the Palloff press, named for Mr. Palloff. And switch sides. To finish out this session, I'm going to do a burpee ladder on an incline. If you can do it flat on the floor, whichever's best for you. So with each repetition, we increase the number of push-ups by 1 and increase the jumps by 1. So we start off with a standard burpee, squat, jump back, 1 push-up, jump forward, 1 jump. Next we jump back, 2 push-ups, jump forward, 2. 3 down this one. 4 on this one. 5. So to finish this workout, maybe spend some time doing some core exercises, crunches, planks, and some rest, stretching, foam rollout, meditation. And hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.